Cassandra, there was a guy that was calling for you. He said he was talking to you before the big tsunami hit. He will call back in approximately 5 minutes, he said.
Thanks for calling the DOJ. This is Judge Cole. How can I help?
Well, we were talking prior to that random tsunami that just happened.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure. I can see how much, I don't know how much help I'll be, but I'm absolutely willing to try.
So, there's an officer. Aren't they supposed to have body cam?
Officers are not required to have body cam.
Okay. Now, I had a situation just happen to me. Right. I've been trying to contact Breezy, but I don't think he's in city. He hasn't been in city for a while. So, do you have any way I can get a hold of the DA?
I believe the DA is out right now, but she should be back in a few days. We do have our ADA Bo, and then Mike Ross was in city not too long ago. I don't know if he's able to get it back in after the storm, but what can I think I missed what you said about the officer. What happened?
Ultimately, I was watching a scene go down. I was just parked up on my quad, just watching it, and a cadet rounds around the front end of the police truck that was on scene, and just fucking shoots the shit out of me. Runs over, says, "I saw you shooting," and then they GSR test me. They test me for all that shit. Um, I'm a manager or a manager co-owner at City Ammunition, right? So obviously I'm gonna have black powder on me. Obviously I'm gonna have GSR on me because I fucking make guns, I make rounds, I test them, make sure they're working. And before I sell a gun, I make sure I shoot it one time before I give it to him and the purchaser to make sure it's within our standard, right? Well, I was watching this shit go down. I had my registered SNS on me. I had everything that I like. I was fully registered. The cadet runs around, shoots me in the face. While I'm just sitting there, mind you, and they arrest me, bring me to the cells, and tell me that I was shooting at the cops and trying to kidnap a police officer and all this and all that, right? I obviously pled not guilty, but they're trying to fine me $41,000. They put an ankle monitor on me.
Yep.
Um, I all the cops on scene were like, "Yeah, you were shooting. You were shooting." I didn't shoot a single round at them. I didn't do anything like that. I was just watching the scene unfold. I was told to clear the scene, but the scene moved really far away from me, so I just kind of stayed parked where I was. I wasn't in the way. I wasn't anywhere near it. But I mean, I can't do my job unless I have a gun license. They took my gun license. They took my gun. They took my knife. They took everything away from me, and now they're just then they say, "Oh no, we saw you shooting," and they continued on with that story. I had a lawyer come down. Lawyer lawyer said, "Oh, if you plead guilty, you can get these $19,000 fine and some like 20 months or 120 months or some shit." I was literally just sitting on my quad. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. So this sounds like you need a lawyer, and you need to get a
Yeah,
court date scheduled.
I'm waiting for Breezy, but I just
So what I would
I
do
can't do my job until then, and
Yeah.
people in the city need it. So
So what I would do is open a lawyer request in the DOJ emails and specifically tag Breezy. Let them know that you need him. Um, as far as the fine that they gave you, that is your bail bond. It is double whatever the fine is that was accumulation of all the charges. There's nothing they can do about that, and if you're found not guilty at the end of it after all the charges have been processed by a judge, you'll get your bail bond back.
well, I only have 13K in the bank.
Yes, so I completely understand.
I'm
What
not going to
I
be able to feed myself.
Yes, I understand. What I would do is let Breezy know and see about trying to get this, and if another lawyer is available to assist, kind of facilitate this, we can try to get this case done as soon as possible so that we can resolve these issues. The district attorney can also review the case and see from their side if there's anything that needs to be done about it. But that's the only thing I can do right now. Unfortunately, from my now that I've kind of been informed about this case, I can't preside, but I can request that another judge try to handle this as quickly as we can because this does seem like a very serious matter, and you've been charged an exorbitant amount for bail, which unfortunately is just kind of the policy for a not guilty plea bail bond. Um, so I would just get into the DOJ emails and get working on that as quickly as you can and let them know kind of the urgency. And we'll see if we can get this coordinated. My hope would be to get it resolved this weekend. Um, what officers were involved?
I don't even. Only one of them told me their name and badge number, and I think it was like 204, and it was a cadet.
Okay.
None of the rest of them actually gave me any information pertaining to any of it.
Okay. I would let Breezy know what you do have. And what was your name?
I'm Jax Rundent. JAXRUNDENT.
And this like just happened not that long ago.
Yeah, it happened prior to the major storm.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna be so for real. I'm gonna ask: am I able to make a lawsuit for? Am I able to make a lawsuit after the court case pertaining to the cadet that just shot me in the fucking face for no reason?
Yes. So if you're found not guilty and all the charges are dropped on you, you have every right to file a civil complaint against the persons that wronged you in this scenario.
A civil complaint or a lawsuit?
That's like a civil complaint that incorporates like the lawsuits. You'll take them to a civil court.
Okay. All right. Well,
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do I need to pay this fine even though it's going to make me negative? I can't even like buy food
What I can say is if you don't pay it within 7 days, it will take double that amount out. So
within 7 days.
yeah, it's like an automatic thing, and if it automatically takes it out, there's nothing we can do for the extra that it takes. Um, but
$82,000.
I
Jesus
mean,
fucking Christ.
yeah. So I don't want that to happen because we would only be able to reimburse you for what you were fined, not the additionals. That's just what
Well,
happens with PD invoices.
do you think there's any chance it'll be handled by today, tomorrow?
It all depends. Right now, I don't have a district attorney member I don't have a district attorney's office member in right now to ask specifically, but as soon as I do, I'm going to bring it up to them and see if they can get working on this with a lawyer. Because this is like pretty serious, and so if we can get it done, that would be great. Technically, the DA's office does have 48 hours to respond to any sort of request of discovery, but I'm going to encourage them to get working on this ASAP.
Okay, so I need to go make a taquito and
Yes.
then okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Judge. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you. What
No
was your name
problem.
again?
Cassandra Cole.
Judge Cole. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. How's it going?
Good to you?
I'm doing good. What you up to?
Not much. Just chilling, hanging out.
All right.
Are you a lawyer by any chance?
I'm a judge.
Oh, you're a judge. Okay.
Yep,
That's
yep.
what's up. That's what's up.
Just be careful. Cops love to hang around in these parts.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I would, yep. I'm not
Them
making any assumptions, but I assume you thought I was a local.
Something like that. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
All right, have a nice day.
You too.
your number here. I don't seem to find it.
That exhibit was amazing.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Just something that I want to put on your radar because I just had a person call me about it was a Jack's. Oh Jesus, Jack's something or other.
Hold on. A Jack Prudent.
Yes, Jack's Rudent.
Yes.
He is going to take this to court. And
Yep.
with how severe these charges are, the fact that his job as a weapons ammunitions person is on the line, and he was fined $41,000. I want to get this taken care of as quickly as possible. So
Okay.
if he's going to request Breezy be his lawyer. And so
Okay.
once Breezy is around, which I'm sure is going to be tonight, they're probably going to move to make a docket and get it scheduled.
Okay.
If you all can ensure on your side everything that needs to be provided, including officer statements, evidence, and
Yes. Yeah, I've got three.
officers-
Yeah, I've got 4 officers. I was the one that dealt with that cell call. So I'm very familiar with the case as of right now. So I can handle that from the district attorney's office side.
Okay, perfect. And if you can make sure that any officers, if you can get their
Ross, do you need a
availability,
lift?
I think that would be helpful to help expedite the trial timing. Because if we can
Yes.
get this resolved this weekend, I would love to.
If
I
I
cannot
can get
preside.
if I can get all the officers together tomorrow, and the client or hit the defendant and Breezy tomorrow, would you be willing to do it tomorrow?
So I don't think I am going to be able to preside because I had the information provided to me by the suspect. Right. So I have some conflict of interest. If no one has objections to it, I'm happy to do it. But I don't think that it
He
should
could
be me.
he could technically waive his right to an
I mean, it's
objective.
probably more
but-
on your guys' standpoint because he provided the information first. So I am happy to preside, but I would only do so if all parties are agreeable. Otherwise, I will see if another judge could do it just to help relieve any sort of conflict that might be there.
Copies.
What I would do is see if any, because the other alternatives, if it's not even, if we can do it tonight, fantastic. But I don't know if all the officers are going to be around. So if you can get the officers, see if they're around tonight and tomorrow, that's great. And
Okay.
whatever officers you need for it. It doesn't necessarily have to be every officer, just the ones that you absolutely need.
Yeah.
If you have any,
Let me-
I heard it involved a cadet and a higher ranking officer, so
Yes.
make sure we have the higher ranking officer around as well.
Yes. I will get. So it involved one officer in Sky 1 and then another officer, or the other 3 officers on the ground. I'm gonna try and see if I can get the Sky 1 officer and then at least 2 of the 3 officers if they're available tonight.
All right, wonderful, wonderful.
So let me see what I can do on my end, and then I will see if we can expedite this.
Yeah, let the officers know this is going to trial, so they need to get their report in ASAP.
Yep. I'll make sure.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem.
I hope that you have full
And-
pockets because
and-
I just paid
yes,
the
thank you.
shit out of you. Holy.
I've been doing the
I
work.
just paid you like $10K. Holy shit, that's more money than I have.
9,500, and I
Jesus
just put in 2 more for another 1,000
Jesus fucking
total.
Christ.
Yeah, I've been working.
God damn it, you're making way more money than me. God damn
I'm sorry.
Fuck. God,
All right,
judges, we make no money. We make no money.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you make money when there's court, so I'm trying to get
Yeah.
courts.
Yeah, and all these
I'm
fucking
trying.
settlement offers, man. God damn it.
Yeah, well, I that's why I pushed for the speedy trial earlier for you.
Hell yeah.
I
Hell yeah.
definitely said that for the guy. I'm like, we've got a judge in the city. We can definitely do a speedy trial if you would really like to. He's like, what's a speedy trial? I'm like, you go now and you get it taken care of right now. And the guy was like talking about double jeopardy. I'm thinking to myself, double jeopardy only applies if you went to court the first time. Like that's how double jeopardy works. But I stayed away from it. And then him saying that I was stacking charges, I never once said those words, stacking charges. It was him that kept saying I was trying to stack them. It's like, no, that's not how that works either. So I helped as much as I could with that. And then I'm like I said, if I can get more to push for speedy trials, I'll call you on the radio. Okay. Would you like to see if we could do a somewhat speedy trial if there's a violent crime, or are we not allowed to do that?
It's all honestly, if y'all want to do it, I'm down to do it if it makes y'all's lives easier. If it's something super egregious, then I understand if y'all want to take it to court. Like the one earlier, I think that one would probably be best to do in an official court case, not a speedy trial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because of the
I would
severity.
agree. Okay.
So yeah. I'm flexible. So if the officer, again, I also don't want to start a war with PD. So if they're adamant that they do not want it to be a speedy trial and would rather go to court, that's up to them.
All right. Let me ask the officers what they want to do, and then I will get back with you when I get to the courthouse.
Okay, sounds good. And that, yeah, the thing earlier, I think, yeah, I'll give you some tips on how to better pose the information because sometimes these criminals, man, they just hear one thing and they go off.
Oh, 100%. They hear what they want to, so
Hell yeah.
I'll definitely get it. Let's see if I can get some cases for you so that you could start making some money. So, okay.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right. I'll
Bye-bye.
see you in a bit. Bye.
All right. Did you want to speak about something? It was a few minutes back. I thought you said you had something to chat about.
Oh, it may. This. Did you do a cell call for a Jax or whatever?
Mm-mm. I wasn't on
No.
that
Shit.
cell call.
Was it? Do you know who was? If there was anyone?
Mm-mm. I don't know.
Jax Rudent. It was like attempted murder of an LEO.
Oh, wait. We just had a guy that had similar charges, but they got massaged a little bit.
He did a not guilty plea and paid a fine of $40,100.
Nope. I was
Yeah.
not a part of that.
Okay. He just I told him he needs to open a lawyer request. He
Mhm.
wants Breezy, which is understandable. Because Breezy knows a lot about officer procedure.
Right.
But I told him that if there was anything a lawyer in city can do to help facilitate this, basically, this poor guy needs to go to trial as soon as possible.
Right.
He's apparently a manager at one of the businesses for ammunition, and
Yes.
so I don't know the whole story about what happened. He called and told me the whole story. But this poor guy has a $40,000 fine looming over his head that if he doesn't pay is going to go up even higher, and all this shit. So,
Mhm.
so I let Mike know
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
he's going to work on the DA's office side to prep for trial, and then I told him I was like, this is probably going to go to trial as soon as possible. So,
Gotcha.
I know Breezy's not here, but if there's anything that we can do to facilitate getting him there, or if you want to sit second chair or whatever, it's something you and Breezy could negotiate out. But yeah, that's likely going to happen this weekend at some point.
Okay. Yeah, if he's around, I'll talk to him about it. Actually, I'll email him. Now, in this kind of situation, is his business license suspended while he's awaiting this trial, or does he just continue to
Um,
work as normal?
so he is a manager at one of the stores, and so he currently
Oh,
doesn't have
okay.
a weapons license because of all of this.
Oh, right. That,
So
yeah. That's a problem for them. Just had a similar thing with one of the other people that worked there.
sorry, I'm doing a couple things in my head. I'm not gonna lie.
All good.
So
Email
much
it.
paperwork. So much paperwork. Fuck me.
Right.
I feel like that's all my job is paperwork.
You have reached an automated.
That's interesting. Doesn't have anything to do with that alert, honestly. But I heard a rumor that a gun used in case A belongs to a totally different party. Do things normally get followed through in a situation like that?
What do you mean?
Oh, let's say, I imagine that would be an investigation. Okay, let's just say uh, guy A goes out, shoots a law enforcement officer, gets
Mhm.
processed, his weapon's confiscated, someone thinks to check the serials and it belongs to Archibald Robinson and not the guy who shot the police officer. So do people normally see that through? Like you check to see if Archibald Robinson ever, does it begs a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
does
so
how many weapons has Archibald Robinson bought? Has he reported any stolen? That kind of thing.
there's some things I can't tell you because of
Oh, no.
ongoing investigations.
We're just
But
talking hypothetically.
what I
Yeah.
do know is when a gun store employee sells a gun, when they make the gun and like get it ready to go, it's automatically registered to them, and the person they sell it to has to register it at the till before they go. They can't tell whether or not the person did it. There's no notification on their end to say whether or not the person registered it.
Right.
The only way they know is if they go to PD and say, "Hey, can you check which weapons are registered to me?" And then it
Mhm.
tells them that they have like 100 guns registered to them because no one ended up actually registering them.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So
Okay.
that's like the first thing. That is kind of a logistical nightmare. Um, they can keep track. They have a log of who they sold guns to, and so they can
Mhm.
notate that and say, "Hey, this person bought this gun, and that should be registered to them." But I don't know if the PD is manually changing all of that. So that's like the first thing. Um, the second thing is right now there isn't a law in place for how many guns a gun store can sell at a specific time. It's up to the gun store. There's also
Mhm.
not a law in place to say whether or not someone can have 50 of the same gun.
Mhm.
So, for example, it is not illegal for me to have 50 pistols sitting at my house, even though in my mind there should be a law against stockpiling. That's neither here nor there. That's my personal opinion and is what it is. The officers
All
don't want to
right.
pursue that. That's on them.
Right. I disagree vehemently. I like guns.
I think
People
it's
should be
fine, but having
right.
50 of them is absolutely a nightmare. It
Yeah,
only.
it's a little wild. I will
Yes.
concede.
So, and again, stockpiling, it should be like, first off, if you're a gun collector and have one of every gun, that's not stockpiling. That's very different. But if you have
Right.
20 plus of the same gun or 10 plus of the same gun, that's kind of wild. Uh, yeah, if you wanted to
Unless they're
have.
tailored to match all your suits, I would understand that.
Sure. Absolutely.
But still 20? What are you dual wielding? That's
That's
crazy.
that's yeah. So that's the thing. And again, it's not a charge right now. It's something I brought up to the other judges, and some of them were like, "Oh, sure." Some of them were like, "Eh." But again, we don't make the laws. The officers make the laws, and then we apply them. So it's up to them to figure out. I said eventually this will come to court one day when someone loses their gun license and they have 50 guns that were registered to them prior to when their weapons license is revoked. And how are we to get those guns? You know what I mean? Like that's the biggest concern. Someone can
Didn't we
stockpile until they get arrested.
didn't we run into a similar problem where someone was like, "Yeah, you can take my stuff. I've got a mountain of whatever." I can't remember if
Exactly.
it was drugs or guns that they said that about
Yeah.
just this
So
last week.
exactly. So that's the one of the concerns that we got going on right now. That's what my concern is. Someone
Right.
is stockpiling for the day that they lose their weapons license, and then they have an ample amount of legal obtained weapons that are cheap and easy for them to access. And then
Mhm.
there's also people who are quote unquote legal buying weapons in bulk and selling them to secondhand parties and not reporting the weapon stolen.
Right.
So all of that is going on, and is what it is.
And I think I looked, we don't have a law against straw purchases to dance around legalities, but does that just fall under weapons distribution or
Oh, you mean like
illegal?
someone purchasing
Yeah,
them and giving them to another party? Yeah, so that
yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
like I think it's technically would fall under weapons trafficking because they don't have a license to sell weapons. I think would be how that would be applied. Weapons. Oh, I have to spell weapons right.
Yeah, I went with trafficking.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
weapon trafficking.
So yeah, illegally buying, selling, or distributing firearms or other weapons on a large scale. So so that large scale is the kind of one that's not really well stated there, but distributing or selling weapons, if you don't have a license to sell those weapons, would be illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do have criminal sale of a Class A weapon. B, C, D. Those are at least in place.
Yeah.
All right. I need to go eat some dinner real quick, so I'll be in my office, sitting lonely, eating some dinner. But I will hop off radio for a while.
Okie dokie. Catch you when you get back.
Hopefully, I don't fall asleep and then get stuck on the train. But my hope is I will be
Right.
back. I will be back.
Alrighty. Catch you later.
Hey, sorry, Mr. Call. What's up?
Do I need to keep walking?
No, I just finished eating my food and I'm back.
Oh,
I tried to call this guy. He didn't
yeah.
pick up.
I can't hear him talk.
Me neither.
I thought maybe I'd made him mad earlier when I walked over here, and he was just
Ew.
pacing. I was like, okay, I must have done said something. A weird question incoming. Is my voice overshadowed by any mechanical noise in the background?
I don't think so.
Okay, good deal. Didn't know if it'd be distracting or not.
Yeah, no, I don't hear it.
Good deal.
Like, if you are talking to us, we still cannot hear you. hold on.
Sorry about that, Judge Cole. Hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you.
Good, what's up?
So we're probably not gonna have the court date tonight, because the officers are flying out.
Okay.
So we'll just schedule it into the docket and we'll go from there.
Yeah, just make sure that we get the officers that need to be added to the docket added ASAP once this does get to a docket, just to make sure that
Yes.
they're available for the trial.
Yes.
If I were you, I would work on filling out subpoenas for them to ensure that they are aware of the date and time of the trial, and that they're required to show. That way, if they decide to just not show up, like if they're in city on duty not showing up, then they can get sanctioned.
Okay. What are the sanctions, by the way?
Usually
the
it's a
city?
big ass fine.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. No, if you know, it's different if they have stuff out of the city that they have to handle and they can't physically be here. That's totally fine. But we've had officers that just don't show up to trial and they're out doing other things. The biggest
Yep.
thing is communicating with them to let them know that they do have a trial coming up.
Yes. So I know Susie Stray. She's a morning just before main storm.
Okay.
Or like our last storm. She's an officer that's just before that. Mick Jennings is, I would assume, anytime, and then Chris Miller is the other officer. Adrian Knox is the cadet, and I'm
He will need to be there.
Yeah, more or less, I'm gonna have to write 4 subpoenas total. So that's another for each subpoena. I believe it's $750 because I have to fill the subpoenas out. I believe.
Yeah. Well, PD's paying for it.
Yeah, so I'm just figured I give you the heads up so that when you see like 4 more of them put in there, you're like, why so much? So
Yeah. And then just all of these people would need to they're ready to testify as well.
yes, yeah. So I'll make sure
That is
I'll
quite a lot of witnesses, I will say.
Yeah, well, it's a big trial. If you think about it, it's a manager of a gun store being in charge of being accused of a gun charge in a way.
Yeah, I would just make sure, like, what I would say, because if we have too many witnesses, the number of questions get limited. So I would make sure that you're not asking the same thing over and over again,
Yep.
because if you only get 3 questions, those questions need to
Be spot on. Yep.
Yeah, or if you have less witnesses, then there's not usually a limit on questions.
In a situation like this, what would you say would be an adequate amount of officers, even though there's 4 of them?
It depends. What
I
can
know.
are they all going to say the exact same thing? Is there something
Not
that
at
one
all.
officer has that another doesn't that needs to be brought to court? Right? Like if for some reason one of the officers was like, "Yeah, no, I was there in the area and I can corroborate everything else this officer said." That might not add a whole lot to the argument. And but if, for example, the cadet was the person who shot them, so that would
Yes.
probably be someone you want to question.
Right.
But yeah, no, it really, like I said, I'm usually pretty flexible, but we don't want trials going for 4 hours. And when you have that many officers testifying, it can get very long and repetitive, and it's the same thing being said over and over again.
Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe 2 of them, the cadet.
It's totally up to you. Like I said, you can also talk with the officers and ask them like, "Hey, what happened?" and prep them for trial. So you don't necessarily like, you can ask them like, "Hey, if I were to ask you this question, how would you respond?" You're not necessarily coaching them to the right answer, but making sure that they keep it direct. And if you're asking the right questions, it narrows the scope and shortens how long. So if you just ask every single one of them, "Tell me about what happened today," and they start with, "Well, in the
Yeah.
morning I woke up and had breakfast," I usually completely zone out and I stop listening because clearly this is going to be a long ass spiel, and only part of it's going to be relevant.
Right.
But if you want, because I encourage you to have, like, if you think all 4 officers are going to be useful to the trial and help you win your case, absolutely go for it. Just help them by reining them in, making sure that they're not all telling me 15 minutes prior to the study we got 3 other calls and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, none of this is relevant to what's
Yeah,
going
none of
on.
it's relevant.
And usually the defense will let them just yap, because they're just giving their testimony. And then 5 minutes later, I'm sitting here like, holy shit, are we going to get to the point?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have them say that they've responded to the shots fired call, they arrived on scene, and then what they observed of what happened. That's it.
Perfect. Yeah. No,
Trying to get it
that's
short and sweet, and if I do it that way, I can get all 4 of them in there that way. If I get it short and sweet, and then ask them 3 questions after that, it would be probably ideal.
it. Really just depends on who is presiding. Like, I know Giovanni will do a limit on number of questions, and he'll say 3 top to bottom. I usually try not to limit questions, but like I said, I don't know if I'll be presiding on this case.
Right.
But
I'll
like,
try to make it short and to the point. I know there are some that are like they like to ask a million different questions, and I'm like, okay. So I'll just try and keep it short and simple. Okay.
sounds good. Like I said, you know what's coming. Try to prep them officers to help you, because if they start rambling on too much, stuff gets lost
It
in the
doesn't.
sauce.
Yeah. Yep. So okay. All right. I'll let you go unless you need to speak
Um,
with me.
this
Um,
expungement that is happening, the Malone expungement. Are y'all objecting to it?
no, we're not.
Okay, sounds good.
I asked Bo yesterday about it because it shows federal agent case, and
Mhm.
then it also says hold on. It says the federal agent case and then terrorism inside his MDT. I don't know if I can use that as an objection based on the last time he was actually arrested was a month ago tomorrow. Or yeah, a month ago from tomorrow, and it was a raid at the docks. So I mean I could technically, but is it worth it to object just for him to bring it back a day later?
And
I
I mean,
don't
that's
know.
if that's a stipulation.
Yeah, I said I need an answer if this should can be if I should. Oh yes, yes, we are contesting it. I said this guy is tied to gang wanted for expungement. Hey, need an answer if I should contest this. Bo said yes. Should I inform him that the district attorney is going to be contesting it?
You don't necessarily need to until trial, especially if the attorney did not ask you specifically.
Okay. Well, we had Ezekiel. I don't know where he went.
Fuck that shit. I'll roll with you.
Okay.
Wait, so who are we meeting with?
Black Flags is trying to sell us 20 guns. They want the money in their bank account before they even grab the guns. And to top that, they called us 2 days ago asking us to buy guns. We need you at the courthouse ASAP, bro.
Calling the Department of Justice. This is Mike. How may I help you?
MRPD?
Yeah, this is Judge Cassandra Cole. Now, I just had a group of people all in red show up to the courthouse, and while I was having my cigarette, loudly announced that someone from the in black is going to show up and sell them guns. Now, I walked away because I was worried they would probably kidnap me and or kill me, but I think they drove around the block and are probably doing some sort of gun deal here soon.
So Red's trying to catch Black selling guns.
Or no, they were trying to get sold guns. Like they're trying to buy them.
All right, I'll let CID know.
Yeah, no, I don't know if y'all want to do like a little patrol through the
Hold on. You want to repeat that to me? Hold on, I'm just gonna put you on speaker for CID to hear.
Yeah, so this is Judge Cassandra Cole. I was just
Hold on. I don't have you on speaker.
God damn it.
There. All right, go ahead,
Am I
Judge.
on speaker?
Yep.
Talk to me.
Hell yeah. So I was having my cigarette outside City Hall like I normally do.
Ezekiel, are you
And
at
a
the
group
courthouse?
of people in red cars, red and white get up, were all standing there. A bunch of them got out and were just standing on top of their cars yapping at each other.
Loud as hell.
One of them said,
Can she be more quiet?
turn me down on your
Oh my
phone. What
God.
do you mean?
What's up,
I
bro?
can't. It's yeah.
It's a
Hold
button
on.
on the side of your phone.
Go to interrogation. Let's go to interrogation.
There. Is that better? Or can we talk to you on like
Hey,
the
Ralph,
radio
what's
or
up?
whattever?
Yeah, hop on the radio.
All right, go. Yeah, we'll be on there.
Wait. She at the
I'm at
She's
City
at-
Hall, and that's
Okay,
where these
let's go to
people
City
are
Hall.
trying to get gun sales. They're trying to buy guns.
Carlos, do you have the judge's number?
What's up, ma'am?
Yeah.
Hey, Ezekiel.
We'll call you, Judge. I'll get Carlos to
All
call you.
right, all right, all right.
Yeah.
You got Mr. Malone coming to do an expungement.
Roger that.
Hey.
It's Cassandra. So
Hey, what's up?
I was outside City Hall, and a group of the red people, the red and white, were all standing outside their cars talking about how the black crew was going to come sell them guns. I think they realized that both me and Mike were standing right there. I think they thought we were locals initially, and then they drove off around the corner. One of their cars is still parked here, but they're probably doing some sort of drug sale in the area relatively soon.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go find out. Let me get my guys together, and we're gonna go find out.
Yeah, and then there's a parking garage right here, so who knows if that's how they're going to try to facilitate it.
Good to know. Okay. Yep. We're about to go find out right now.
Yep. I just don't want to get kidnapped or killed, so I had to walk away from them before they realized I was a judge.
Sounds good. Yeah. I appreciate the tip. Yeah.
Yep. Please catch these gun salesmen.
All right. We're about to make a move on it right now. Hey, Izzy,
Hell
call
yeah.
Peacock and tell him to get back to Motorpool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Roger that.
Yeah, I just got off the phone with him. He's on his way to the courthouse now. He's trying to get it done ASAP. So let's see what he says in the docket. He's gonna make his decision if he wants Adama or Goodman.
Goodman's here. Oh, okay.
I will be out to help.
Hello.
Hey, so I'm pretty sure they drove up towards Quartz's center.
Okay.
At least, yeah. So that might be a place to check out. I don't know for sure. They did another drive by. They still thought it was a local and left me alone. But I swear to God, I saw them turn up there. There's like a black car that's with them. I think they're
Okay.
doing it like right now.
Okay. All right, we're on our way down.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Not so good. I don't do homeboy well. I'm a classically trained actor, not a thug. I know you keep saying, be an actor, not a snob. Okay, call me if something suitable comes up.
Anybody else need food?
Yeah, I could use one.
Yeah. I like it. It's a good bike. The only reason I brought that up to him is because number one, I know they didn't put in the prayer. I know they didn't put any like we're against. But at the same time, I know once they pulled up my record, like they did last time, they're gonna be like, "Oh, yep, we object." So
You guys needed some food?
Oh,
When I tried to
I
do my
think
record,
this gentleman did right here in the purple.
about a
He
week
better
and a half
not
ago.
call it taco joints. Wasting my time.
But then my lawyer told me give it another week, week and a half, show good faith that you're actually trying to change. So I was like, okay. Yes, thank you. I didn't get no food. Oh, okay. I just didn't want him to screw you over.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
currently
think
right
he did
here.
either.
Ross, did that dude deliver you any
It looks
food?
like Johnny's trying to break into a
Negative.
house.
All right,
That's the shooter.
I'm good for a while, so you can
Besides
have
that,
this
please
other.
don't do anything weird.
No, you're good. You're good.
recording.
I'm good for at least a little bit.
It looks like he wants to
I'm
attack
just
me
waiting
right
for
now,
CID
so
to call
continue
me.
to record for a little bit.
Damn.
I don't know why he's running like that either. He probably has something holstered in his safety pocket, I'd assume. Maybe a bottle of Jack Daniels? I don't know. Let me go.
God. So it's not CID that I talked to. It's, I guess, a federal agent. I wasn't sure if we were allowed to talk to them. Okay, well, if you're ready to go, I mean,
I think they're still talking it out whether or not they want to proceed. So do you know anything about the federal agent case?
there's nothing on it. Only
Yeah.
only a federal agent is, I guess, is privy to that information. And there is no federal agents in city. So if I'm gonna be nice about it, I would say no until I talk to a federal agent to find out the severity of it because it is terrorism charges. Unless he waits 1 day, and then I think that puts up the 30-day guideline. I believe. Well, there was 28 days in February, so technically it would be 3 days for the 30 days, but I'm not gonna get over semantics on that. Should I at least let them know, or because I don't want to be a dick, but
Yeah, let me. Besides that case, is there any other?
no other objections based
Okay.
on it's the only one. It's listed as a federal case, and I'm assuming they cleared everything and have it on their end. They don't have any tags, whether he was guilty, not guilty, or no contest. They have no officers involved in it. They've got nothing on there. Just that he was charged and a Brian Slaughter was charged.
Out of 38.
Yeah.
Question: Are you aware of an incident that happened February 1st with the FIB?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Can you come and explain it to me? Like, can you not just walk away?
I genuinely cannot. I have nothing else to provide other than it was an FIB investigation on February 1st. I just wanted to know if you had any idea about it.
I have no idea about it. No.
All right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it then.
Let me see something. Hold on. You can hear this. You can hear this. How you doing, brother?
Trying to check in with COJ right now
I'm
just
trying
to
to get
see
my
if they have
record
any idea.
expunged, but there's one thing stopping me, and
Right.
I honestly have a question for you, dog.
Because I
Did
mean,
we
like,
ever get arrested together by the FAB in February? I didn't think so either. But if yeah, and then apparently in February, me and you were both charged with terrorism together. Yeah, no, yeah, and I'm here right now trying to get my shit. Like I'm here with my lawyer. I'm and they said and they literally just told me that they don't see where we pled guilty or innocent, so we never even pled. So well, my lawyer can hear you, so go ahead and talk to my lawyer real quick. This is Brian Slaughter, the one that you told me about.
I gotta walk a little farther away from them.
The police.
Hey, this is Judge Cassandra Cole. Is there any like high-ranking?
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to hang up.
Okay, all right. I just thought
No,
you
that
heard
was
I said judge, and you said "Ah,
no,
fuck
no,
that."
no. That was an accident. It's fine. That was 100% accident. It was fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there who is the highest ranking officer on right now?
Captain. I believe it's Captain Rogue.
Any chance? Any chance I could get him to call me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just had a question about a report, and I don't know if he's going to be able to give me any answers, but I just
Is it
wanted to try to.
the terrorism charge?
Yes, these two people don't even know they have terrorism on their record.
What is their names?
It is Johnny Malone and let me find the other one. Hold on. Johnny Malone is the first one who's trying to actively get an expungement, and then the other one is Brian Slaughter.
I think I know what. So, I think I know why Malone had that terrorism charge. I don't think I know why. Let's see. How come I can't? Oh, go figure. This is why. I was wondering. Yeah, I am on the phone. Johnny Malone. Terrorism. Where the hell did that charge? No, not that one. That's not the one. Okay. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see which report. That's a better explain.
If you look up federal agent, it is the only report there.
Federal agent case. Brian Slaughter, Johnny Malone, officers involved. Who wrote the report?
It's literally blank. I have no idea. Everything is blank. It doesn't even say whether or not they're processed. There's an option to send a fine, which I believe is only there if they haven't been sent the fine. So I'm just wanting to make sure this wasn't an ongoing investigation that eventually got dropped and these charges aren't officially on their record, or what exactly is going on. Because this poor guy wants to get an expungement, but I don't really want to grant an expungement to a terrorist.
Criminal weapon cut. Oh! I know why they both got criminal possession with weapon class. Yeah, no, they called the terrorism charge because they both had C4 on them.
Okay. And okay.
I don't know. I don't because I see they both have criminal possession of a weapon class D, and those are explosives like rocket launchers, C4s, and
I assumed something like that. I
Yeah.
guess I'm just confused as to why there's nothing in the report about it. And
Because
I asked the guy. I said, "Hey, Mr. Malone, do you have any recollection of a government involved investigation with FIB on February 1st?" And he said, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And then and then I asked him. He said, "Wait, was I charged with terrorism?" And then he was like, I don't remember ever being charged with terrorism because that's the charge that's really the only thing upholding his expungement."
so unless so an FIB agent must have told somebody to hey hit him with terrorism. So the only person that's gonna know for sure is gonna be Spades, and Spades is currently in. I don't know. He's not around. He's indisposed. So it's just gonna have to hold on to Spades because there's no way they're gonna get a terrorism charge unless FIB cleared that.
Yeah. No, that's kind of what I figured, and that's where I was just is that with everything else he qualifies for an expungement, but that charge right there is gonna hold him up.
Yeah, so I would wait for Spades to be around, and Spades would probably be able to better answer because I'm sure he's got more knowledge on the situation. Because the only way they're getting a possession of a weapon or Class D is because they had some sort of explosive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, sounds good. I will probably just wait for him then. If he comes around, the DA's office is also just wanting to get more information because again, on our side, we see absolutely nothing. So it makes
Yeah, no.
yeah.
So like when it comes to, I'm assuming they had to one of them had to have been involved because normally in cases like this they typically just give people charges, fine them and jail them, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Or
so that,
fine them and cut them loose and situ. So
yeah. So
the
that's the only thing because it doesn't show that he's been processed, and I'm sure he would remember if he was hit with a $40,000 fine.
yeah,
So
I don't.
that's the only other thing is I don't. If he had been like, oh yeah, no, I definitely did that, but it was bullshit charges, I'd be like, okay, then sucks to suck, but you got charged with it. But he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I never. Again, I don't know if he's lying to me. He might be. If he's a terrorist, he's probably lying to me. But I just want to get a little, hear it from whoever did the stuff and just get a little bit more of information and see if he would be someone that would be eligible or if he's just a no go and he's a permanent terrorist.
Yeah, no. So I think the only person who's gonna be able to have more information that is Spades.
Sounds good to me.
So yeah.
Do you know what time zone he typically wakes up in?
So Spades is usually. I mean, I think tonight might be his off night because he's a
God
night.
damn
Yeah,
it.
he had a nightmare, but I don't know if he's
Yeah,
gonna
that's fine.
be awake. He might be awake, like in the demon hour. So who knows? He might be awake in the next hour or two. So it really depends, honestly.
All right. Well, if you see him before I do, you just let him know. You just let him know.
Definitely, I definitely will. I'm like, hey, this is Cassandra Cole, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna hey Judge Cassandra Cole wants you to give her a call, and then if you're around, or I'll have if you're not around, I have him speak with the prosecutors.
Hell yeah, perfect.
All right.
I might have had a gun on me, but I never pulled it out on him until him. That's fine. I got lawyer. I want to put Brian as one of my what is it? Witnesses. I have the two owners of Hearty Taco Southside as the character witness. I got the guy who was about to pull up.
So I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm happy to do
Okay.
the expungement if you want to go through with it. Unfortunately, there's just no way I can remove those charges from that February 1st incident with the FIB off your record.
Can I ask you why? Because we just figured some stuff out that you
It
were not
is-
obviously brought here to.
So what I have been told from the Chief Justice himself is if it is a federal investigation or a FIB that brought these charges, I will have to speak with them to discuss it.
Lawyer, would
Unfortunately,
you like to say something to her?
So
It's
is the February 1 thing tied to Chupa or Choopy, whatever his name is?
No, it is not.
doesn't.
Okay.
It
so
doesn't
that-
matter if it is or not. We have
Okay,
to
can I ask
verify
you?
it
Okay,
with-
let me ask you this, because obviously I can't get into yours. I can't look into your stuff.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what the? Can you tell me what the FIB charge was for?
All I have is the charges. The FIB will sometimes seal documents, and until I am able to speak with the officer, I don't have access to what they have. So I have to speak with the
Can
FIB.
you
And
get?
not only
Can
yeah.
you get a officer here? Because you know what?
No, it's not
This
just
right
a
here.
officer.
Well,
It's
that's what I mean.
specific. We have to
A
get a
higher up.
federal off.
Yeah, a higher up FIB. That's what I meant.
And
So
what
there-
we're
By the
trying to
way,
say.
By the
what we're-
way, hold on. Let me finish, please, because I was talking.
Alright.
This right here is my friend Brian Slaughter.
Yeah.
On my record, he was arrested with me for terrorism. However, now it's not on his record. So make this make sense to me, because as of right now, I'm being held as a terrorist. He's not being known as a terrorist. But yeah, we were arrested together. We were both kidnapped together by Troopy, Toopy, whatever his name was.
All right.
So, and you can ask him any questions, because you know what? He knows better. He remembers better than I do. You can ask him any questions you want. And I think this is the stupidest thing ever, because I know where the terrorist charge came from, and I think it's stupid. So go ahead,
Okay.
Brian.
So
Go ahead,
hold
lawyer.
up.
Go ahead, everybody.
So the February 1st thing, I did ask Judge Cole about that, and she said that February 1 FIB doesn't have anything to do with him. It was
So
something
then-
different.
So then what is that? Okay, so here's my problem. FIB, CIA, whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't on in city all the time like we are. So how am I supposed to get my record expunged and all my charges off that are stupid when they
So-
can't even show up to court?
So here's. I'll walk you through the steps of what needs to happen if you want to get everything all done. Okay. We have to, at the district attorney and Judge Cole, will have to talk to FIB to figure out what actually happened with that federal case. Okay. That's for one. For two, the federal case is on both of you. Not just one, it's on both. I just looked it up.
For what?
The federal case.
For what?
That's holding up. I'm telling you, it's sealed on both of your end. In order for us to know about it, we have to contact the federal, the FIB. So in order for us to figure out if it's eligible for expungement or if we can expunge it, we have to talk to FIB.
Let me ask
That's
Brian,
the first thing.
Brian, let me ask you a question. Do you have a weapons license?
No.
Oh. But do you have a felony?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I got arrested the
Oh,
other day
okay.
for having a weapon.
Oh, but not for what we went through. Okay.
He
No,
also
not
has
for
the
what we-
same charges you do for that exact same case on his record.
Okay, so it was
that's why we
Troopy.
have.
Hold on. So it was Toopy or Troopy or whatever his name is, because that's the only time me and him have been together.
So unfortunately, we're not privy to that information. All I can
Well, I
say,
am.
okay, I understand. I hear your side. I can't see that. I have no idea what happened that day, and the officer that is the arresting officer, Officer Spades, is the one that I need to talk to. Spade Smith. He's the
Spades
FIB
is the
involved.
Spades is the one that arrested us.
Spade Smith is the only
Spades
officer
was
who
never
wrote this
there.
report. The person who wrote this report is Spade Smith, and so I have to
Brian,
talk
call
with him.
Spades. Because Spades was never there. I've never been arrested by Spades.
So I'm gonna have to talk with the FIB before I can do anything
He's
about
not in
those
city.
charges.
Spades was never there, so I don't know. Spades was there. He came up to find out why
Oh,
we were
no, yeah, Spades was there.
He came to find out why we were arrested, and that was. So basically, we're being falsely charged, falsely accused. Okay, you know what? I want to resue PD. Fuck it. I was letting it go because of who it was. I want to resue PD. Fuck it.
I do too.
I want to resue because we're being falsely accused, falsely charged for a guy that put false charges on us. If we were accused and charged of terrorism, why did we not get the nines that day? Why is it that Nala Sinclair herself let us go and told us we're free to go, no charges? Nala Sinclair herself.
Again,
Part of DOJ.
I was not there. Nala is not here. I have no idea what happened that day. I am being told by the Chief Justice, if it is a federal investigative case, if it is FIB, I am not allowed to touch it.
Well, let's go. Let's go to court then. We want to sue
And by the way, a
I am
terrorism
the
charge
only
does
judge-
not issue the 9.
I'm the only
No.
judge in city. I'm just trying to let you know I can't process this today. I understand, and I want to get to the bottom of this, so I'm trying
But
to
you don't
ask
understand.
the officers. I've talked
because-
with multiple officers about
But you
this
don't
to try to
understand
get.
because my job is supplying this, just like his. His job is supplying the city with vehicles. My job is supplying the city with food. I cannot go out and get a cow without having to hit him 500 times to get one piece of meat. I need to be able to have my hunting license to go out, kill livestock, take it to be processed, and then be able to fill my store with the meat that we need to feed you, him, me, and everybody else.
We understand that, but what we're trying to tell you is that our hands are tied right now.
How soon can you get a hold of FIB then? Because I'm
as soon as they
There's
get in
nothing
city,
I can
we
do.
will-
There's absolutely nothing I can do. I am continued to be talked over when I try to talk. So there's nothing I can do right now. I'm trying to let you know before you take this to court and spend $12.50 on something that's not going to go through. Until we get to the bottom of this, there's nothing I can't do anything.
awesome. Okay. So
But
I'm a
yet,
terrorist.
if I borrow a friend's gun and I go out and I cop show up, I have a gun that belongs to a friend, not mine. But I say my friend let me borrow it so that I can stock up my store. I'm gonna get arrested for having a firearm that's not registered to me and for having a firearm.
I hear what you're saying there, Mr. Malone. I advise you not to do it. Bring your friend with you and have him do the shooting.
He is a manager of his own business. He is a manager of her own business. They can't drop what they're doing to go hunting with me.
You own Hardy Tacos?
No, I'm the manager.
So why not?
Because
why
I'm
not,
the
as the manager, hire people specifically for just grabbing materials?
Because that's not what we do. The thing is, if somebody wants to work at our shop, they need to go out and they need to be able to collect their own vegetables, own fruit, which I do. They need to be able to collect their own meat, which I do. But the thing is, I cannot go collect my own meat and get what I need for the store when I'm, like right now, working by myself without cops showing up and then me catching another charge, and then I gotta wait another 3 or 4 weeks before I can get my record expunged.
So if I send a couple people over there to do nothing but get meat for you for the time being until we can figure this out, would you hire them?
Will I see? Will I hire them? No. Will I pay them?
I'm saying I'm offering you a solution
I
to
will
help you so that
oh,
you have the meat that you need.
But the thing is, here's the thing. If you hire them to work with us, they're not gonna make any money because we don't get paid by the hour anymore. Now we get paid by commission. So will I hire them into the store? Not if they're not going to be working in the store. Will I buy the meat from them? Yes, I will.
So if you've got people that have felonies that you can't hire, why not tell them, hey, just go get meat?
We hire. What are you talking about? We hire fellas.
I don't know your process. I don't know your hiring process.
We give
I'm just
everybody a
saying
chance.
that. Okay, but what I'm saying is I'm offering you a solution to have other people go get the meat for you, rather than you yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's one option that you can do.
But what are they? What are they getting for the meat they're bringing them?
Whatever.
Roger that.
Sir, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, you're just standing on my countertops and my printer.
I'm I'm just trying to figure out where to get a fishing license. Someone said City Hall, but
So you have to get them from Judge, which I'm here. Do you just want one?
yeah.
All right, it's $250 for the fishing license. Would you prefer to do invoice?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, what was your
Zach Campbell.
All right, there you go. And there's your fishing license.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If anyone else needs one, my number is in the yellow pages, but I'm happy to deliver them if people need them.
All right. Thank you.
Hell yeah, just call DOJ line.
he's like a totally important filmmaker, and this country totally needs to hear the story, like, right fucking now. We need to get it out there, dude. I mean, you could be like the voice box that allows an artist to speak. Well, maybe you wouldn't be the actual voice box, but you could definitely, like... You have reached...
How's it going?
I was
Anyone
awake
need
until
a fishing
6 in the morning.
license?
How you doing?
How's it going? You need a fishing license, anyone?
Are you a lawyer?
I'm a judge.
Or a judge?
I
How
am a
much your fishing
judge.
license?
$250.
How much does it cost if we get caught without one?
Let me pull up the fine. Fishing
I don't even
without
know
a
you-
license is a misdemeanor charge with 5 months in jail and a $250 fine.
Damn.
And that's every time the cops catch you doing it. So up to you. I am not an officer, so I'm not here to issue out any of those things. I just want to try to help people by giving them a license before the cops come knocking.
I'll take one. I'm not
What do
going
you
to jail for fishing.
What does that guy think, man? Should I get one, Mr. Guy over there?
What was your name,
Guy
ma'am?
with the orange hair.
My name is Vera.
Spell that.
Vera. What?
There you go.
I'll take one too. Fuck it.
You can just charge me for his.
All right.
What's your name, Miss Judge?
Cassandra Cole. Nice to meet
Yeah.
you.
Nice to meet you too. I respect her.
Nice to meet you. There you go. Just make sure you got those in your pockets and they're working. But if a judge comes, or not a judge, if a cop comes a knocking, you can provide that as proof that you have y'all's fishing license.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
I think you got both of them.
Oh, I did.
I don't have anything.
One second, I gotta check.
There you go.
Oh, there's
Only got
there's
one.
one.
All right, there you go. Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How's it going? Just checking to see if you needed a fishing license.
Yeah. Actually, I don't have one.
Hell yeah. Just trying to make sure the cops don't have a reason to arrest all the civilian fishermen out here. Well, what's your name, sir?
Dean Wilson.
All right, it's $250 for the license. And then I'll give you a hard copy of it here to have. There you go. Now, if the cops start asking about licenses, you have a physical copy on you that you can show as proof.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. If anyone else needs one, have them call the DOJ line. Happy to help anytime I can.
All right. Thank you.
Whoever's boat that is, it's crazy obnoxious.
I'm pretty sure it's the boat.
Yeah, that boat is crazy. Alright, well, if anyone comes by and needs a fishing license, I'm around, happy to sell them one, get it all official and everything to keep the cops from harassing them.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
You too.
Who this?
My name's Cassandra Cole. Nice to meet you.
What's up?
Not much. Just drive.
Yo, you
Just
set
driving
your
to the
car to
bank.
Whipping the Mini Cooper?
What you slow rolling for?
There's a stop sign back there. I had to stop at the stop sign.
Nah,
What's
that's
that red you
valid.
got on?
Yeah, don't be breaking the law, lady.
Yeah, no, exactly. I can't
All
break
right,
the
good
law. I
shit.
get fired.
Yeah, he ain't lying. What's up with that red you
What are
got
you, a
on?
lawyer?
Nope, I'm a judge.
Oh
she
shit,
said
we out of here.
damn.
We out of here. We out of here. Oh shit.
Hey, can I get your number?
Sure,
Yeah,
of course,
just in case, I
absolutely.
need to beat a case.
Oh yeah, if you ever need a fishing license, let me know. I'm selling them. They're
Oh,
250
say that.
bucks.
Oh, bet. Appreciate
It's a
that.
5-month sentence and a misdemeanor if the cops try to arrest you for it. So I'm just trying to be
Oh,
out here
hell no.
trying to protect the civilians and offering out licenses when I can.
I bet that.
Yep, you just let me know. Happy to give
Hey,
one
you
out
look.
anytime.
Nah, you looking
Yeah, I
mad good
got
and
you,
red.
I
You
got
got.
Hell yeah, it's technically pink, but I appreciate it. Oh god, fuck me, god damn it, I'm a shitty driver. Oh god, I'm such a terrible driver. Hey, how's it going?
How many meals
Going,
would you
how are
like?
you?
Oh, I was just coming to see if anyone needed a fishing license.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh yes, I do. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
real quick,
Well,
can I?
are you sure you don't want a meal? Sure you're not a little hungry?
Fuck it, I'll take a 2x2.
on me. I didn't do
Bet.
anything wrong.
Turn the fucking
They did
music
it
off real
first.
quick. I can't hear anything.
They pulled the gun
So
first.
I bought a fishing license from an officer. She wrote it on her
There you go.
notepad. It was like 2 months ago. That's not valid, is
The
it?
dude that looks like an
No,
off-brand swordfish
unfortunately,
is a
it
felon.
does have to be given
Yeah,
to you
yeah,
by
yeah.
a member of the DOJ.
No, that's
I'm
fine.
just
That's
gonna-
fine. I was
You
just
get
confused because
claustrophobic
people have
here?
been asking me if I had a license, and I said yes, and now this makes
Put
a lot
this on
more
for you,
sense of why
Walter.
they're asking.
Yes, 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 yes.
What can I
It's
get?
$250 for the license.
It's fine. I
Hey,
don't
DA,
Can you
is it
charge my
illegal?
phone?
Is it
Absolutely.
illegal here to?
Here,
My name's
well,
Rico.
I'll just pay for it.
Oh, okay. I guess he'll pay for it.
Okay.
Thank you, boyfriend.
Who am I charging?
Money bags over here.
Don't worry. I'm gonna give you cash.
Hey, DA, I got a question for you.
I'm not the DA, but yeah, what's up?
Oh shit! Is it illegal here to fuck my cousin?
Oh my god.
I think
Jesus
she's a
Christ.
judge, ain't she?
Yeah.
I am a
I'm just
judge,
curious.
so
This is
it
why-
Yeah,
is-
so
this is
like,
why we
would
put
you
this
rule
on
me
one.
guilty or innocent?
Guilt? That doesn't even make fucking sense.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
Listen,
sorry
I
for the-
promise. I know
Rule
it.
you
I
guilty for
know.
what? Fucking your sister? You just admitted that you're gonna fuck your sister. Yes, you would be
Oh my
guilty.
No, my cousin.
Cousin.
It's a cousin.
Cousin, my
It
bad.
would be his cousin. Speaking
Adopted
of all-
cousin at
Hey,
that too.
let me just, there
Thank
you
you.
go. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Because like we're not
Can
really.
I get one as well?
Oh yeah, of course, of course. Oh, you handed me 500, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Real quick.
I wish you two would knock it
There you
off. Do you realize this poor lady is gonna think I hired nothing but
I serve her every day. I
know-
serve her food every other day.
Oh wait, I have a quick
Listen,
question.
wait a minute. No, shut up. I have
Shut
a
the
quick
fuck
question.
up. I have a quick question. No, don't
do I
listen.
get a tax write off considering all the idiots that I
I
hired?
have a quick question.
Honestly, you should.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the state pays you
You
extra
calling
for the
me an
fact that you
idiot?
hire felons.
Like, it should be like a rehabilitation program. You get government funding for it. In my
I agree.
opinion.
Yeah.
I agree.
In
Maybe
my
we
opinion.
should take that up to the government. Yeah.
No,
I
that
think you should, like a
that is
stipend.
a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy.
I'm doing the Lord's work, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
I just want you to know I was on TV. I went to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and
want to let
lost.
you know.
I believe
I
it.
like to say that I don't judge. Unfortunately, in this case, I am doing a little bit of judging.
Yeah, remember I serve you
it? 'Cause
food.
she's a judge.
Remember I serve you food like every day, every other
Yeah,
day.
nothing special. We all do the
I
same
mean,
thing.
I don't think.
Innocent. Okay,
Let me
deal.
hold on. Let me actually see if incest is a charge.
It is.
We'll be right with you. We're looking up.
How would you know, Ragnar? Ragnar
That's
fucks
a
his
stupid-
sister.
Dude,
Ragnar
that's
fucks
a
his
stupid-
sister. The fact that he knows.
No, it's a charge, you dumb nut.
Hey, you want to come over real quick over here?
We need to check his
No, you
fucking
don't.
records, man. He fucks his sister.
You're so stupid.
You admitted it, fucker.
No, I admitted to knowing that it's a charge.
You only know if you've done.
No, I know because
No,
I'm a
I
fucking ex-cop.
don't know if it's actually in our MBT.
It is.
You're good.
Oh yeah.
Just come
Fuck,
on or
I'm
not
gonna,
in
I'm
her.
gonna crack my cousin, bro. Let's go. Hey yo. Well, she don't know. Don't hurt her.
Unless
Don't tell
I
her we're
really,
cousins.
really don't know how to spell incest, but I'm pretty sure I'm spelling it, and I don't see it on here.
INNCEST.
INC doesn't have
Two
any
N's.
charges. INN.
Oh.
Yeah, no, nothing. Nope.
Oh, you're good. You're valid, gang.
Technically, it's not a charge.
It's not weird either.
Crazy. That's crazy. Let's see. Hold on.
Let's fucking go.
You're good,
dude.
brother.
I'm good, man.
Dude, that's just weird, dude.
Ragnar, you're redhead. No offense, Judge. Fuck, I just. Shit, my bad. Fuck.
Where is she? I want to let her know that Walter's gonna crack her daughter.
Killian, I'm
She's in the
cracking my
back.
cousin.
You think that would be something that goes under offenses against public order?
Nah,
Yes,
it's not. As
that's
long as you're
what
in
it
a
is.
private spot, nah.
No.
Like in a bedroom or something.
There's a charge for stuff like that. Every
Oh, I
charge.
mean, you don't want to catch a noodling charge. That's for sure.
That's a noodling charge.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many weeks is it you have to go without a violent offense before you can petition for
4
a
weeks.
4?
Depends.
Is it 4?
It
So
depends
I'm
on
working.
the charge.
What about 20 charges?
For your charges,
Depends.
you gotta wait 4 weeks.
So that's not actually true. The DA's office can have some lenience depending on the charges. So we've done expungements for as little as 2 weeks. It really just depends on the type of charges involved. If you have 20 counts of killing an officer, that's probably going to be more close to 4 weeks. But if you have one
Not
assault
20.
charge and a bunch of other random charges, it might be expunged in a quicker time.
Yeah, no, I don't have 20. Are you able to look up my record on that fancy dancy tablet?
Yes.
I can, but I am not supposed to. If you would
Even
like
with
an
my
expungement,
consent?
if you'd like an expungement, you should reach out to a lawyer. When was the last time you were
Okay.
charged with something?
The 6th of last month?
Of February?
Yeah.
No way. Hold on. What's your name?
Wait, no. What? It's March, right? Yeah, no.
Today
6th
is
of,
March. Yes,
so,
it is.
yeah, the 6th of this month.
What's your name?
But I was charged with a warrant that was from previous. So does that count as being the 6th?
No,
Rico.
no.
Sorry.
And what's your last name?
Swavee, Swavee. I was part of something that I'm no longer part of. I'm trying to turn my life around. Killian found me on the streets with a bunch of bullet holes, and she offered me a job to turn my life around.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it looks like your last charge is from the 4th.
So I got picked up.
Maybe.
No, it was
Hold
a
on.
warrant that was issued. I got picked up at work here. So does that count as like that's when the timer starts, or?
Huh? Sorry, honestly, your record is confusing AF.
Yeah, I feel like the cops don't really know what they're doing. A lot of the times when I get arrested, they just like to put me in cuffs and send me to prison. The charges half the time aren't even shit I did, but there's no arguing that.
And it looks like your last charge was 226.
Adama, do you still have that food? Oh, so I'm damn near out a month.
Yeah, yeah.
So looking at the record, would a couple days off 4 weeks be too soon from your judgment? Suave. There's a Suave on Force. Explain that I've been working hookies full time and I changed my life around. I'm gonna say a negative because he has an attempted murder 3-3.
Hold up. I'm gonna be in my. I gotta go in my office, and I gotta be in my head just a minute.
Sam.
Yeah, nope. You actually have a
Down
more
at the
recent
bottom.
charge
Not
on
only that,
3-3.
he's got multiple. I do. Multiple murders. Is it kidnapping of the EMS? Because I want to talk to someone about that. I never did that. I was in a prison cell when that was. What was it then?
Attempted murder of an officer.
On 3-3?
Yep.
See, this is what I'm talking about, Remy. These calls should be throwing delayed ass charges. Like I was out of that cruise the 26th. And I've been here ever since. All right. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and if you keep up the good work that you're doing, a couple more weeks, you'll probably be good.
Licenses. I had to walk away. All right. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Today would mark 3 weeks exactly. So like next week I can try again.
3-3. So you're like, what is
Never
that?
mind. I didn't finish school. You think
That's
I'd be
okay.
able to get my
You're like,
GED at some point
18
too?
weeks.
I'm
18
28.
days. Oh. No, I was talking about like 18 days from your last
Oh,
charge.
yeah. I eat crayons sometimes, but that's only because the red ones taste like apples.
Brother.
Jesus
He don't need to be
I
hit
suffered
no
from
more.
brain damage.
Please stop.
I was shot in the head a couple times.
He's stupid enough. Please stop hitting him.
I just
Yeah,
made a
so-
fool of myself. I'm gonna go in the back and drink some dish detergent.
It'd probably be 4 weeks from your the attempted
Okay.
murder charge, I would say.
Thank you.
All right. If y'all need anything, you just let me know. If anyone's looking for a fishing license, I'm selling them.
I'll send them your way, baby.
Hell yeah. Did you ever charge me for the food?
No.
Don't worry about it. It's on us.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's on us.
Oh, all right. Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
You're
Heck
welcome.
yeah.
baby.
Y'all are the best.
Yes,
Have a
Judge.
good one.
Do you know how much a hunting license is? I already got the weapons license. Then I've got the weapons license itself. I just don't have a hunting license. Hello.
Hey, I was just wondering if you needed a rescue, if you're still talking to that guy.
Oh, thank you. It was right on time with him with his. Yeah, I do have a question for you, Mr. DA.
Yeah. Do you
So-
want to meet me somewhere?
Sure.
Yeah, let's meet down at PD.
Okay, that works. I'm on my way.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'll see you there.
All right, I'm happy to stay on the phone with you. You just let me know. I
Oh,
was just
okay.
trying to give you a rescue.
All right. Am I really driving to PD, or am I just running away saying I'm going to be PD?
Oh, whatever you want. I was heading towards Polito, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just driving around handing out fishing licenses. I can pick you up though.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That
Hell
will
yeah.
work. I am jogging to the gas station right up the road from the Halls of Justice. I could use a little run.
Hell yeah. Oh god, I popped.